Hello, everyone. So I pose a question, and this is a question I think you're going to find compelling to at least walk with me. What if Nibiru never left the solar system? Now, we all know and hear about it. You hear it always come up in the mainstream news, about Planet X, Nibiru, you know, is it real? Is it really going to come through? And a lot of debate, a lot of debate. I used to be one of those people that really looked into this and really wanted to know, is there really such a thing as the Nibiru planet? Well, I come to this conclusion. What if it has been here all along? That the stories of the legends of this mysterious wandering planet, many different nicknames, the Destroyer, oh, Hercules. I mean, there's just a number of them. But I've been thinking more and more, well, what if that's just really a distraction? Here's what I propose is this. I propose that the asteroid belt, was Nibiru, or what the legends were written about it. That something happened, that there was a planet, possibly two, that were in this region, and they got destroyed somehow. And astronomers have thought about this for quite some time, and we're beginning to find more and more of these dwarf planets series, and there's just a whole number of them now, that when you look at the inner solar system, it's very clear that there could have been easily one, possibly two planets in this zone. Now, I theorize, as we begin to examine our planets closer and closer, this is Mercury, this is Venus, Earth, although I do question, is this the Mandela effect? I don't remember the southern portion of the United States being that broad, but hey, Mars. And by the way, for those who are proponents, of which I am, of the electric universe, you can clearly see what happened when the theory is that this is what Venus did to Mars as Venus passed by. You can get this same effect. I'd go over, there's plenty of places, suspicious observers. You can go to the Thunderbolts project and see some great animation and what can actually happen in the lab using plasma. But these are clearly what is theorized to be, on a planetary scale, plasma burns scraping across there. And it's also theorized that that's what took out the atmosphere. Jupiter, we're now knowing that the red storm, the red dot that we have all seen for as long as pictures have been taken of Jupiter, is going away. We're seeing rapid changes taking place. Saturn, we're finding now that this planet has more UFOs, more strange stuff that's being recorded, photographed, documented. It's just beyond, sometimes it's hard to believe what we're actually catching on here. Uranus, beautiful planet, mysterious. We don't know about these planets. These gas giants out there, everything that we got is really, it's like going into the first grade. You got your big chief pad, and you've got your, number 2 pencil, right? That's about what we know. And don't get me started on Neptune. This planet is just going crazy. This planet likes to flip, as opposed to where we have over here. This one is more of a mystery, and it has a hexagon poles. Isn't that weird? So again, follow me with me on this one. I propose that if Nibiru ever existed, which there's no reason to doubt that, planets, rogue star systems. I mean, all this is within the realm of probability. So I propose that there was a huge collision out here. The solar system itself just sets itself up. I read in one of the comments, and I happen to agree with this, that, there's evidence that our solar system very well may have been a part of another galaxy, and that we're trapped within the orbit of this, I don't know what you want to call the Milky Way. It's got a healthy appetite, and it has captured us, is what one theory, and I happen to agree. They point out that when you look particularly in the Kuiper Belt, and then you got the Oort cloud, this is evidence of a possible huge collision, that whatever galaxy that we may have been a part of, the remnants are all around us. And the thing that we're finding out as well is that our orbits are not this perfect, symmetrical, trip around the sun. No, they got great perturbations to them. They move. And the question is why? There is something pulling our whole solar system. Is this evidence of a yet ongoing galactic tug-of-war that our solar system is a part of? I think the evidence could be very well stated that that is possible. Look at this. I think that there is a good possibility that there were 2 possible planets here at one time. We're finding as well that Jupiter, now we're finding that it has in its elliptical orbit 2 asteroid fields, the Trojan East and the Trojan West. We're finding now that we have objects, big ones, that are not in the same elliptical orbit, not even in the same plane. Now you can see the remnants of how something came through. And just still kind of like with the old pool balls. They've been racked and someone just smacked them. This is one, I think, of the better depictions. This was clearly a planet. Maybe 2, maybe a planet with multiple moons. Hard to say. But we know that something definitely hit there. The space in between Mars and Jupiter clearly show there it was at one time at least one celestial object there. I believe what happened, and it's just my theory, that Tiamat was the water planet here that was in fact hit by Nibiru. I think maybe in the last visit that it came by so close that unbeknownst to many of our early ancestors, it's always been rumored that there was another planet out there. And I don't think it's so far-fetched to now, when you see the evidence that what has taken place, that there was a collision of a great magnitude that took place right in our backyard. Now, whether you want to go with the Sumerian theory with Zechariah Sitchin, whether you want to go with the Chaldeans, whatever you want to particularly choose to help with your cognitive reasoning, I think it would be, again, reasonable to assume that we don't have the full story here. I guess the question that I ask myself, could this in fact happen again?